Welcome back to the Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles channel. I've got a penny hunt. This may end up being a 2-video hunt, maybe a 1-video hunt, depending on how it goes. I have $64 in pennies, 124 rolls. It's going to be a while, but I'm excited. I'm hoping to find something cool out of here. I like the customer wrap stuff. I tend to have good luck. It doesn't always happen, but there's a lot of rolls here, and I'm hoping to find something cool. So let's get into the hunt. We're looking for proofs, flying eagles, Indian heads, wheat cents, steel cents, eras, varieties, older Canadians. That's really about it. Let's get this hunt started, and I'll be back with the first find. See you in a second. Alright, the first 14 rolls have been hunted. Going forward in box number 1, I will do 10 rolls at a time now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. Out of these 14 rolls, we did get some jackpot scumbaggery. 3 dimes. I have a 1968 Denver. I'm going to say that's like a 2000. Yeah, that's a 2000 Philly. And it looks like a 97 Philly. I have a 1999. This one's pretty cool. What was it that I was looking at here? Oh, we have some clashing. So you see clash there. Just a little bit of clashing right in here, up here, maybe something right there, and that's on a scratch. Clashing right there, but check out this crack. Look at that die crack. Right from the bottom of the C all the way up to the stairs of the memorial. So that was pretty cool. Had that one held aside. We had 2 40s wheats, a 41 and a 44 Denver. 2 50s wheats, 56 Denver, a 58 Denver. I had 2 young heads and a bunch of regular Canadians. 6 of those. Looking to hopefully find a KG6 or maybe even a KG5. Highly unlikely. But let's keep this hunt going. Like I said, I'll bring 10 rolls going forward till we get to box number 2, and then I will go back to the top 14 and then 10 rolls in that box. So I'll be back with the next finds. Alright, the next 10 rolls gave us 2 2009s, early childhood, informative years. I had 1 40s find, a 1946. We had a few 50s. 57 Denver, a 55, 54, and a 52. And a couple of Canadians, 2005, 75, and a 93. And then for our varieties, I have a 2018, which I think is on Wexler's DDO number 6. I don't come across 2018s all that often, and it's a shame that this has a giant fingerprint on it. So I probably won't hold this one, but I have it for now. This one here is a 94 with a pretty decent sized die crack right up into the memorial building. And then I have this 2017 with a pretty decent sized die chip on the shield. Let's get into the next 10 rolls. I'll bring you in with those finds. All right, the next 10 rolls, we have another dime, 2000 Philly. We have, actually right here, I have a 2019 DDO. Appears to be number 8. You can see the doubling under here, thickness over here on the Y. So we have that. And then I have a 93 with some clashing, which is some pretty good clashing. Let me pull back a little bit here. You can see clashing right through to here, down this way, up in here. So I have that one held aside. There's really nothing on the obverse, but some pretty decent clashing on the reverse. So I pulled that one. I had a really nice 1982, except for that carbon spot on the back. That coin is gorgeous. 1926 Wheatie, a 1940 Wheatie, 1955 Wheatie, and 185 Canadian. Let's get into the next 10. I'll be right back. All right, no varieties in those 10 rolls. But we do have a 1940 Denver Wheatie, a 1954 Denver, and a 52 Denver. We have a let's start here, 64 Younghead, and a 1942 KG6. Love those, except these. We have a couple more Canadians. So that's that 10 rolls. Let's get into the next 10, and I'll bring you in with those finds. I'll be right back. All right, for the next 10 rolls, we have a 1944 Wheatie out of Philly. We have a 1952 Denver Wheatie. And I have a 2015 DDR. Number 1 on copper coins, and I think it's number 3 on Wexlers. But you can see the extra thickness throughout United is doubling up in here. Very thick throughout United States of America, all the way around. Definite doubled. JFM is doubled a little bit in the LB. There is a die chip right under the L and U, or mainly under the U right there. And E Pluribus is incuse doubling. You can see how the letters look all thinned, stretched out. So we have 1DR 001 on copper coins and WDDR 003 on Wexlers. And this is 2015. It's a very difficult coin to find. So that's a sweet pickup. Let's keep this hunt going. 10 more rolls for box number 1 of this hunt. All right, I'm on the third to last roll of the box in these 10 rolls. But I have a pretty cool find. I have to do a little bit more research. I don't have a toothpick with me, but I have a 1991 and potentially a Cud. You can see up here on the rim, it comes down this way, but we still have a full rim. But there's a lot of stuff going on with the rim, like kind of like flaking, it looks like. Now, this area right in here kind of has like a little bevel to it. I'm not 100% sure if this is a Cud or if this is a zinc blister. If it's a zinc blister, it's a pretty cool zinc blister. And if it's a Cud, it's a pretty cool Cud. Now, I don't have weakness that I can tell on the reverse here. So this very well could be a zinc blister. I need to, so I do have, you can see a little bit of the one. Let me see if I can get that to show here. The one comes up right in here, which also kind of makes me think it's a blister. But I have to try to get a toothpick or something that's not going to harm the coin. But that's pretty sweet. I mean, that could be the start of a Cud and a zinc blister. I'm not sure. There is a 1991 on Cuds on Coins that does have a rim Cud that starts up in this area up here, just like this, and it comes down to down here. So this very well may be a Cud. Again, I have to do more research, but I just wanted to bring you in to show you that. Let's keep her going. After this, 2 more rolls. All right. So I couldn't find a toothpick, but I did find one of those plastic tooth flossers and picks. I rounded off the edge. I think this is a Cud, but the copper plating is separating. So if I hold this here and I lightly tap this, you can see the shadowing change. See that? Now if I long hold here and I press down on it like that, I'm not getting any denting. So if I go over here and I kind of pull up, listen. I think, and this doesn't move up here either, I think this is a lamination. This moves right there in the corner there. You can see that moving. But I think this is a Cud where the copper plating is actually coming off. So that's pretty cool. I don't think it's a zinc blister. Like I said, if I push down on it, I'm not getting any dents. Pushing down. But you can see it moving. And over here, the same thing. You can see that moving. Up in here, I'm pushing down on it, and that's not doing anything. This area right here is pretty solid. Over here, it's moving. Over here, it's moving. So, like I said, I think it's a Cud with a lamination error. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But I think that's what we have here, which is actually pretty cool. Let me take the phone off the tripod, let you know what we found in these last 10 rolls. And that'll be a wrap. I'll be right back. So out of those last 10 rolls, we have 3 Canadians, a 1976, a 98, and an 82. And we have this 1991, what appears to be a Cud lamination error. And again, let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are about this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep going. We're going to get into box number 2. I'll be right back. All right, we're going to start into box number 2. I will do these 14 rolls and bring you back with the finds. And then from that point forward, we'll do 10 rolls again. I'll see you with the finds in just a second. All right, the first 14 rolls of box number 2 give us a 2009 Denver. Professional Life, a 1929 San Francisco Wheat Cent, 1956 Denver Wheat Cent, and a couple of Canadians, 94, 79, 93, and a 92. Down here, we have a 2000 Wide AM, which you can see right there. Space between the A and the M, I'll put that under the scope right here. So the space between the A and the M and the E are pretty much uniform, and the F and G are closer to the Lincoln Memorial. So we have that. I have a 2019 with extra thickness in the dates. The closest thing that I'm coming to, I can't find anything on Copper Coins or Variety Vista. The closest one that I'm seeing is WDDO number 2 on Wexler's. So I'm not really seeing the splitting in the RTY though that it shows for number 2. But that's the closest one that I can find. And then down here I have a 1983. Let me pull back on the scope here a little bit. 1983, actually in decent condition, with some grease strike right here on the jacket, which you can see. So I held it aside only because it's an 83, and for an 83 they didn't make min sets, just circulating coins. You can see the strike through right in that area right there, but it's in nice condition for an 83, so holding that one aside for the minor error and its date. Let's keep it going. All right, those next 10 rolls for box number 2, we have 2 1946 Wheat Cents, and I have 2 Canadians, 2000 and a 1995. Let's get into the next 10 rolls, and I'll bring you in with those finds. Be right back. All right, the next 10 rolls gave us a 1947 Wheatie, a 1941, and another 1947. We have a 1956 Denver and a 1957 Denver. A whole bunch of Canadians, a 68, 74, 86, 2000. And then we have, where is it? A 1961 Denver with what appears to be an RPM. Just trying to see if I can get it to show up here. We do have notching. I can't really see it here, but there's notching here and notching there. But it's not really showing up all that well. You can kind of see it there. Very hard to see, but it's there. We have an RPM 1961D. Let's get into the next 10 rolls. All right, those next 10 rolls, we have a dime 2005 Philly. We have a 2009 Philly Formative Years. We have a couple of 40s. We have a Steely 1943 Philly. And a 19, I don't know what this one was, 40. Hold on one second. All right, that one's a 1946. We had a 1953 Denver, an 86 Canadian, and an 83 Canadian. Let's get into the next 10 rolls. All right, those 10 rolls gave us a 2018 Philly dime. We have a 1945 Wheatie, a 40 Wheatie, and a third 45. We have a 57 Denver, and a 56 Denver. We got a 1964 Younghead, 1983 Canadian, a 77, and an 81. 10 more rolls to go. Let's see what we can find. Be right back. All right, those final 10 rolls give us a 1949 and a 1941. No DDO. We have a 1957 Denver and a 1951. We have a 1984 Canadian. We have a 2007 Canadian, a 2006 Canadian, and then we have a Great Britain, I believe this is, one penny, 2015. All right, let me get the best finds out of here, and I will be right back. All right, before I get into the better varieties, we did get a 1929S, and I am missing the 1929S. So we're going to plug that in, and then I'm going to get into the varieties. So I'll be right back. All right, come to find out, I also found a 1940D, and I'm missing that one. So that one's going to go right there. Be back with the varieties. All right, here's my top finds for the hunt. Right here, we have a 2000 Wide AM, actually in pretty good condition. Next, I have a 2015, and this is the DDR 01 or 1DR001 on copper coins. This is a really cool variety. That one's awesome. Then we have this confusing item here, this 1991, which could be struck through plating. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's definitely lifted on the front of that one there. The whole thing is lifted. So it does appear to be like some sort of lamination or something odd. It's just really, that's a really cool find. That one there. We have, this is a 1993, the Clash die. Pretty strong on the reverse. This one here is a 2017 with a nice little die chip at the top of the shield, and I saw a crack down in the T right there. And this, we have that die crack that runs through the sea of scent. There was something else, I think. Yeah, right. A little bit of a clash on either side there. I'm going to say this was a 99. Yeah, 1999. Then we have a fairly decent, probably like an AU 1983 with a grease strike coming basically from here around. It's a pretty decent sized grease strike, and the coin is actually in pretty decent shape. 1983s are hard to get in decent shape. They only made them in mint sets. I'm sorry, didn't make any mint sets in 1982 or 83. And then we have our 2019 DDO. So those are our best finds for this hunt. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up right down there in the lower left-hand corner, right down here. Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet, but you're considering it. Just hit that subscribe button. It's free. There's no charge to you. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you get notified on all of my upcoming videos. I want to thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one.